My name is Harshini Piatta. I'm a fourth-year student at University of Virginia School of Medicine. Welcome to Charlottesville. So where I'm sitting right now, behind me, you have the learning studio. We use that space a lot for team-based learning. There's windows all up and down, and if you study there in the afternoons, you get great sunlight. So it's fun to study. So this building and the school is really accessible no matter where you live in Charlottesville. Over there, there's a bike stand also, if you prefer to bike. Over there is the nursing school, which is really good for interprofessional learning, and we also have some sessions with the nursing students throughout our 4 years here. You get some really good team building exercises with that.
Hi, my name is Ian and I'm a fourth-year medical student at UVA. I'm going into family medicine.
So Harshini's introduced you a little to the outside of the medical school building. It's called the Claude Moore Medical Education Building if you're looking for it on a map.
We are right next to the bigger campus, which is what we call grounds. It's a 5-minute walk. What's great about grounds is that the undergraduate and professional schools are here and next to each other. The main hospital, the children's hospital, the cancer center, and the research buildings are nearby, and we'll see them all at the end of our walk.
Hey guys, I want to show you a really cool building on the undergraduate campus. This is Old Cabell Hall. It has a really beautiful auditorium inside. We have our white coat ceremony inside here, and it's with our families and our entire class. And then over here on the lawn, we also have our graduation ceremony, and it's a really pretty day.
So the lawn is a super fun social area. Everyone likes to hang out, but one of my personal favorite spots is over here at this cool amphitheater, so follow me.
I wanted to tell you that we're filming this tour before the undergrads come back in a week, which is why it's so quiet. The professional schools are back, but we are touring at off hours for social distancing.
So this is the amphitheater, one of 2 that we have on grounds. A lot of events happen here. They have international festivals and cool things. People like to hang out. And then you can often find during the weekdays that a bunch of food trucks park right along here, and so you can grab a quick, easy meal really fast if you're interested. So one of my favorite things to do on grounds is come here with my friends, set up a little picnic and hang out in one of these beautiful gardens. There are 10 of them all along the lawn, and you can come in anytime. It's beautiful.
My classmates are coming from all walks of life, some straight out of school, some having had entire careers before coming here, ranging from the humanities to economics to biomedical engineering and big data. My classmates are unique because they are so diverse. They're extremely mature. I'm consistently impressed by how open and engaging they all are. My classmates continue to support each other in newfound ways. They offer a lot of emotional support to each other. Thomas Jefferson founded the Academical Village and the school in 1819. This was the first school to have a library at its center, the Rotunda. The first medical school was actually in one of these buildings known as pavilions. The anatomy lab was in the basement of the first professor's house of the medical school. Faculty continue to live in the pavilions today. It is considered an honor to live on the lawn.
The Memorial for Enslaved Laborers honors the lives, labor, and the resistance of the 4,000 to 5,000 enslaved peoples who lived and worked at UVA some point between 1817 and 1865. The memorial includes about 4,000 memory marks in their honor, with some of the names of people we knew about, some only with their jobs, and some just by son, daughter, or friend. It's also built to capture water when it rains or mists, so that the 4,000 marks become the tears of the laborers. The idea of this space is to come up from the earth, and the circles are accessible and open, as a water feature as well. More recently, students, staff, and faculty gathered there for White Coats for Black Lives. This event was actually organized by a student group from the School of Medicine for a moment of silence for the lives lost during the movement.
The corner is kind of the social heart of UVA. It's right next to us in the grounds, and it's super easy to get there. Has a really good energy, has everything you could possibly need. It has a pharmacy, lots of coffee shops, bagel places, restaurants, bars, clothing stores, you name it. The corner is actually one long street with 3 streets that cut into it. So it's almost more of a neighborhood or a little city within a city. Has some alleys where you can find some neat coffee shops or restaurants. Many of the restaurants have outdoor seating or grab and go where you can have a chill afternoon or somewhere to grab a bite before heading to the hospital. And a lot of places deliver as well.
So this is called the Battle Building. It's where the outpatient peds clinics are. It's also where outpatient surgery is. I love this building. It's very kid-friendly. They've got bright colors on each of the floors. All the different specialties have clinics here, and all the specialists are just within walking distance of each other. So if you ever have questions, you can just go up to a different floor and enter a different clinic, which is really nice. And the rooms always have really good artwork and have books and toys for the kids. So it's a nice place, and it's very patient-centered and kid-centered. One of the great things about UVA and about this space right here is actually that we have great teachers. So one of the reasons I picked pediatrics as a specialty, and I hope to go into it, because I've had great mentors here. So not only do they spend time teaching during clinic, but they also spend time getting to know you. So after clinic, we'll have conversations about where I want to match, what I want to do, and just things that they had wished that they had known when they were younger. So it's been really great, and they're amazing mentors, colleagues, and maybe even friends. So right now we're entering the main hospital. People get checked in here now. Because of COVID, they'll actually get their temperatures checked right here, get a mask if they need it.
Hi, my name's Kendall. I'm a 4th year here at UVA, going into emergency medicine. I started off George Mason University as an undergrad. I majored in neuroscience there, and then went back to my hometown in Tennessee, where I scribed in 4 different rural emergency rooms before coming to medical school. I'm excited to show you the clinical spaces. Harshini showed you a little of the Battle Building, which is next to the corner, and she has walked you toward the main hospital. Between the Battle Building and the main hospital is the Cancer Center. This was named in honor of one of our state senators, Emily Couric. She was a Love senator, married to one of our cardiologists, Dr. George Beller, before she succumbed to pancreatic cancer. She had a vision for a different kind of cancer center, one that was state-of-the-art, but also spoke to the soul of patients and their families. So the Emily Couric Cancer Center has the most advanced imaging and offers the highest quality of care, but also has mindfulness and meditation spaces, a roof garden, and a beautiful patient flow. Her portrait is in the lobby, and it's a story that is near and dear to the hearts of many here. Right next to the Cancer Center is a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week pharmacy for patients. The pharmacy happens to be directly across from the emergency department as well, so it's extremely convenient for us and our patients. The new ED is amazing. We have Pegasus, which is a helicopter staffed by paramedics, and they fly out to the farthest reaches of Virginia, which can be up to 12 hours away by car. They stabilize patients and transfer them here. We are a level 1 trauma center, which means that we have on-premises, always subspecialty care such as neurosurgery and orthopedics. We are interprofessional and do things collaboratively. There are so many interdisciplinary faculty, which makes the research here so strong. Leon, we're in the emergency department. We're in a state-of-the-art new trauma bay. This place has everything you might need. It has an X-ray, it has ultrasound, it has cardiac monitoring, and it can even be converted into an OR space if needed.
I also really love the ED because it's really fast-paced, and you'll never find a better set of attendings and residents and students to kind of guide you through the art of medicine.
We're both going into emergency actually, and like Leon said, the teachers here are fantastic. I really enjoy the diverse patient population. You see a lot of acute people, a lot of sick people that really need your care.
And we also have one of the foremost experts on toxicology right here at UVA. He runs part of the poison control and knows everything there is to know about everything in terms of toxicology.
Yeah, not to mention the ultrasound courses you can take as well. They have all the up-to-date information on how this emerging technology should be used. From the ED, we can walk past the cafeteria and Higher Grounds Coffee. You're going to bump into everyone there. Think of it as our watering hole. From there, we can walk to the library on our way back to the medical education building. The library has 24-hour access for anyone with a UVA Health ID. What is nice is the access you can also have from home, and all of the resources you would expect in a high-caliber medical library, including 1,700 multimedia programs. And you have access to the entirety of UVA's online holdings. We tend to do things in groups of 6 with faculty, which is in the afternoons, 1 day a week from 1 to 5 p.m. So Charlottesville has a trail called the Riviana River Trail. It's very interesting because it actually encircles the entire town. You'll see people hiking, walking, biking it. There's lots of other things to do around Charlottesville as well. You can go tubing on the weekends. There's lots of restaurants. There's farmers markets in the mornings. And Shenandoah is a quick drive from us.
So this is the learning studio. It's a humongous room and really good for small group learning, as you can tell. The screens come down all across the room, so wherever you're sitting, you always have a good view. And at every table,
Microphones.
let me take you over here. This is the tech support, and these are the unsung heroes of the med school. They will help you with whatever computer problem you have. They'll help you with testing. In my first year, my computer broke, and they set me up with a loaner computer just like that, and it's super convenient. This is the Honor Pledge. It fosters a really great community of trust at UVA, and you'll sign it when you come. Let me take you to the financial aid office. It's a really convenient location right down the hall from the learning studio, and just as a note, this is where the best candy is. So as you can see, these are the lockers for the students. It's a really convenient place to put all your bags and your food and the rest of your stuff for the day. That's actually my locker right there. Hey Troy. This is Troy. This is the man. This is where you can get all your snacks and your coffee in the morning, usually before class. Thanks, Troy. We'll see you later. So as you make your way in this direction, this is our terrace. It's a really great place to hang out with your friends. Next, let me show you around over here. This is the second set of lockers, also super convenient. And next, I'm going to show you around to our student lounge. And this is where the students like to hang out. So as you can see, there's everything you need here. Humongous windows. It makes for a really great environment. Foosball table, a piano. This is actually where the a cappella group likes to practice. So it's great to hear music all the time. As you can tell, there are two humongous fridges where you can put your lunch at the beginning of the day. You got a bunch of microwaves, so you never have any cold food. And then you have some great sofas and computers where you can do your work. I myself have probably taken more than a few naps on these couches. Let's head out. Well, let me take you in the auditorium. So before we go, I should let you know that even though the classrooms are empty, classes are still going on online. Come on in. As you can tell, there's a ton of natural light in here, huge windows, and of course, at every desk, there's a microphone. Next, I'm going to take you on down to the simulation lab. We're now on the ground floor. This is where the simulation lab is. This is where we do a lot of our simulations, such as intubation training. We start IVs, and it's a really great space to learn medicine in a low-risk environment. This is the Clinical Skills Center on the bottom floor. This is where you're going to really learn to hone your skills as a doctor. This is the link. It connects the medical school to the library, the hospital, and the anatomy lab. You can get basically anywhere you need to go in about 5 minutes. It's a really great environment, and I think that's what makes UVA unique and so great, is that Charlottesville is a great city to go hiking, to go out on town, but also UVA is a really supportive environment. You can go down to the library to go study, which is open 24/7, and it's just a great environment to focus and concentrate on your schoolwork.